Everybody from California that's been going at SPM, y'all need to have that same energy for this fucked up situation right here. So after watching the video of Mo Hustle talk about, everything that's going on in California with the whole pedophile stuff and the release and all this shit that's going on, I had to look into it for myself. After reading all of that, I came across this other article, and I feel it's important to read. For all my people in California, I feel like if you don't know about this, now you should know. And it's all for your safety and your children's safety. I didn't hear no one else talk about it. I didn't see it on the news, none of that shit. And this happened about a week ago, according to the date, it shows a week ago. But the article says, thousands of California's convicted pedophiles are being released from prison in less than a year. There are 201 registered sex offender pedophiles living very near the state capitol in downtown Sacramento. But check this out. A last-minute gut and amend bill in 2020 by Assemblyman Phil Ting, Assembly Bill 3234, lowered the age threshold for elderly parole from 60 to 50, creating a loophole that allows violent sex offenders to be eligible for elderly parole after serving only 20 years. Despite the significant societal and fiscal impacts of the bill, AB 3234 was passed entirely on party lines without a hearing or notice to the public. See the type of shit that the system does without us knowing? That's why it's important for us to pay attention to everything that's going on, especially when it comes to our children and the safety of our children. Today, we find out that more than 7,000 sex offenders convicted of lewd or lascivious acts with a child under 14 years of age were released the same year they were convicted. The DailyMail.com reports in an excellent expose. The most common offense in the database was lewd and lascivious acts with a child under 14 years of age, committed 19,441 times. Despite its severity, the average time served for this crime was just 2 years and 11 months. In 2017, California legislators passed the Elderly Parole Program for the purpose of reviewing the parole suitability of inmates who are 60 years of age or older and who have served a minimum of 25 years on their sentence. But apparently that wasn't a good enough gimme, because by 2020, AB 3234 by ASM Ting amended Penal Code Section 3055 and allowed every person who is over 50 years old who has served more than 20 years in prison to get a parole hearing. So serial child molesters, serial rapists, serial murderers who are over 50 years old get a parole hearing after only 20 years in custody because they are ostensibly elderly. Senator Brian Jones sought to correct this egregious law with SB 445, which would have eliminated the loophole allowing violent sex offenders who reach their 50th birthday while in prison from automatically being eligible for early release from prison. It had been passed, but SB 445 landed flat on its face, according to Senator Jones, when Democrats in the California legislature killed it. The Globe spoke on Tuesday with Senator Jones about what happened, first with Ting's bill, then with SB 445. In 2020, Democrats slapped AB 3234 into the budget trailer bill without hearings. It's a travesty of the legislative process allowing policy bills into the budget process. AB 3234 says, when considering the release of an inmate specified by subdivision, the board shall give special consideration to whether age, time served, and diminished physical condition. There's so much bullshit to this. I really advise you to go and read it yourself. This type of shit here, you gotta go and read it for yourself, and you gotta stay ready and you gotta stay alert, because the same people that might have attacked somebody you known or might have even came at you could be coming back out. You're thinking that they're long gone, they're locked up, but they're right back out. This whole shit's fucked up. And before I read all of this, I had all kinds of shit I was gonna say, because I wanted to specifically point out to the group of people that constantly keep talking all this shit, saying they're gonna do this and they would do this and that. My whole plan was to tell them, you got a lot of cleaning up to do, but fuck all of that. I feel like as a grown man, an adult, a loving father of 3 kids, I feel it's only right that we got to speak up about this. We got to make a lot of noise about this, because this shit just happened like a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, and I haven't heard shit about it. I didn't hear nothing in the news about it. All these podcasters that talk about all this politics and all this shit going on, I didn't hear no one, nobody. All these people that are going at SPM, I haven't heard none of them talk about this shit. So it's really a trip to me that a Houston native is the one that I heard about this from. I'm not trying to shit on nobody from out there. I'm not trying to talk down. I'm not trying to say anything fucked up to anybody out there just because a lot of hate's coming this way. because I got a lot of good people out there that I fuck with. I just want to tell everybody out there, don't let the system get away with this shit. All kinds of fucked up shit happens, and it's because of the higher ups, the people that are in charge of all this shit, the system. But after reading all of that for myself and then reading it out loud, you can see in here and I can see in here that the system isn't always right.